I can only hear you through.
Hello,
Discord.
everyone, and welcome to the Canadian Highlander weekly Canadian Highlander League. And if you were here about 1 minute ago, I'm sorry for the false start. Hopefully, everything should be solved now. People watching the stream can confirm. Yes, no, possibly 7, but we should be live. We should be live now.
Seems that everything is working.
All right,
Hello.
there you go. Joining me on the line today, as I was saying earlier, as for many of the last few weeks, we have Lucas. Hi, Lucas.
Hello, Red Mage. It's going.
And we have today 11 players that are ready to
Fantastic
battle in this Canadian Highlander format, which is amazing. Little disclaimer as usual for the beginning: if you want to know what we're doing here, when we're about to watch out, we're going to play some powerful magic. But also, if you want to join, for example, or just be more immersed in the format, exclamation point Discord will get you to the Canadian Highlander Discord, which is a great hub to talk about the format, deck build. If you want to sign up for this event, that's where we run it from. So yeah, it's exclamation point Canlander gets an exploration to the format. We are flush with the chat commands. I don't want to talk about things for hours in the beginning because we're already running a little late. So I'm super down to just get started. We have 11 players, which means there's a bye for first round. The bye happens to be Bailite, which has graciously accepted to join us in the booth. Hi, Bailite.
Hello there.
And yeah, so I'm about to post the round one. I will post the round one thing in the chat, and while we do that, why don't you guys talk a little bit about Canadian Highlander in general, what we're doing today, and all of that administrative stuff, because I'm gonna go head down and organize things.
Yeah, so we are once a week tournament, of course, but it's not just the stakes of the singular week, because we have, of course, the season, and over the season we gather the points from each week and add them together, and so that at the end of the season we can have a season finale where 5 of the format's best players get to go off head to head and really dish it out. And so, the stakes are low, but not the lowest it could be. Right now we have a match coming up, Loading versus Arakasi, which is a slower-ish Aggro deck versus a tempo deck, and I was really interested in seeing what that would look like.
Okay, so which decks are each of these players on?
Spoiler versus spoiler. Do you want to set up hand cams and then you can discuss the matchup?
Yeah. Maybe that's that.
Sorry.
That's alright. I'm so tired, I was wondering what the beeping noise was.
We are setting up the call as we speak.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Arakasi to.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have things for both of them. Let me just quickly set them up, and my webcam stopped working again for reasons unknown. Great.
So
It's fine.
We good to start?
Let me. I don't. I mean, you should join the match at least. Just so that I have access.
No idea where the hand comes up.
Yeah, and that set the hand comes up in while we take care of it. That's Arakasi. Especially because without it, I don't know where to put, like, whose hand cam belongs to whom. So. All right.
Just about.
Yeah, we should be
Ready?
All right. Yeah, you're good to start.
All right.
So,
All right. So we have, as usual, loading is on his trusty red deck win strategy, which has been serving him well in this past several tournaments. And Arakasi, which you can see up top, is on the Specter tempo deck that helped him reach the top of Season 4. This is the deck that won last season pretty much single-handedly, so that's kind of exciting.
Didn't manage to find a land for turn 2 unless it's off the top. Bottomed both cards with that 0 visions.
That is never a good sign.
Yeah. And of course, this match is not just a random match. This is both Arakasi and Loading are in a position to get into the top 5 for the year final. Lots can change from now to the end of season, but it's still both of these players.
We're about halfway through the season, probably something to that effect.
But it's just both of the players here kind of want to have a good event under their belt to really buff up their score.
The sad truth is that this particular matchup is pretty lopsided in Loading's favor. Because, I mean, based on how things work, usually the Aggro v Tempo matchup tends to be significantly more, to favor the Aggro deck significantly, but we'll see how things work out.
I thought this would be a kind of even match, but maybe not. Seemed to me that Arakasi has enough interaction, very cheap interaction, that it would make it.
Yeah, maybe add in black makes it even. Bailite, you still around?
Yep, I'm still here.
Alright, yeah, okay. I'm gonna concentrate on making the hardware work and leave you, the two of you, to the commentary then.
Okay, cool.
Are you watching the game? Should I share the hand cams with you? Let me do that real quick.
Yeah, you can do that. As we've seen, Arakasi has missed multiple land drops, and this particular game is not looking to be in their favour at all.
No,
they had an interesting keep, and I kind of liked it because they had Serum Visions and Brainstorm to try and find a land. And they were able to sidestep the issue you can get with Brainstorm.
You need to mute yourself. Stop.
Yeah, you need to mute yourself.
Thank you.
Okay, I've done that now. Sorry.
Yeah, we could double hear you. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
No, it's not that we can double hear you. It's that the players could hear you.
Well, double hearing also a problem, but
also
the players can hear you. We found the second land.
But yeah, I totally agree with you. It was a reasonable keep in every respect, and just didn't get there, like in the top 6 cards.
I've definitely had Zerolanders before. It was Modern Death's Shadow, and it turns out that if you have all 4 of your Street Wraith in your hand, you can do it. I started my game at what, 9 life, and it was fine.
There aren't that many decks who can pull that off, though.
There are.
Oh, that's interesting. Loading, exiling, and misdirection off the top.
Doesn't
which,
seem that
of
likely
course,
they'll be able to
hard
cast
to
it for free,
cast.
though.
Ooh.
There was not really any, like, Arakasi wasn't under much pressure, and don't know, but now that rampaging with Ferocidon has hit the table, this really isn't going his way, and we could get the scoop on the first game.
Yeah. So, what kind of draws could Arakasi have gotten to pull them out of that?
With the missing lands, it's really hard because I think he's running a number of the Black Wraths, but like he was so low on health that the 3 mana one where you have to pay life wouldn't really have put him out of shot range.
Toxic Deluge.
There wasn't anything else he was able to cast, so like it was a bit too little too late, even if he had drawn the whatever he needed.
Yeah, I think once the Ferocidon came down, it was probably too late.
Yeah.
They seem to have had a better hand this time, though. They've got some interaction. They've got a creature or two.
Yep. But again, not finding any lands.
No, and with that brainstorm, they know they won't be coming anytime soon.
Yeah. Not this turn, not next turn.
I've been stuck on 2 better than being stuck on 1, so it's that.
True, but unfortunately, they won't be casting their mana drain anytime soon.
True.
And that dismember will end up being a bit painful.
Oh, that was actually quite fortunate. The Rubber of the Rich exiling the Asher meant that.
Oh yeah, you
that's interesting.
unlock yourself from Bracer 1 turn sooner, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they've hit the 3rd land now.
So they got the 3rd land, and so we could get rid of the Rich, so we won't be having to worry about the Ashiok in a hypothetical late game scenario.
Who's that card plays other rogues?
Like, sort of stabilizing. This is good stuff. I think, yeah, I think it's correct here to just take the trade. Next turn you can put down Drana with, of course, first strike.
Unfortunately for Arakasi, the Consuming Fervor will let the Goblin Guide push past for at least one more turn.
Yeah.
Oh, the snuff out though.
A lot of damage. What's he doing?
Just
I
wiggling
can
to
only
the
assume they have forgot about first strike.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't like that attack at all.
forgot
I think that
about
there
first
was-
strike, it seems.
I thought there was that there was some sort of ferocious nonsense going on with like damage can be prevented, but that doesn't help with this interaction.
No, that's just... Unless loading draws a good spell now, like a hasty threat, this is quite quite stable for Arakasi, with loading now having no creatures, no burn spells, and that's only a creature removal.
Hmm.
He still has to deal with the 5/5.
Yeah, we're really seeing the risk side of red deck playing auras and equipment
Yeah,
and just running out of targets for them.
Oh, the stupid bird is also.
Hmm. Of course, by playing their fourth land, Arakasi is getting themselves closer to being priced out of the game, which is always probably the singular most card to bear in mind against a red deck.
Yeah, the fourth land here though lets you play Jace the Mind Sculptor, so you know.
of course.
Oh, yeah.
and he has to have both a first one shock or bolt or something, and then an additional have to draw the press progress afterwards,
Hmm.
and it's just not gonna happen.
Nope, that's enough for loading.
Yeah, for game 2, these are some quick games, but really with this many Aggro decks running around in the format, you really can't have a slow match these days. I mean, like
Not as much as I'd like, certainly.
I think we had only a single match this round that didn't include an aggro deck of some sort.
It's a popular archetype in this community.
Yeah, we certainly have seen like one or two each tournament for the past good while, but this is the first that is really like established a greater presence, I would say.
Hmm.
Aggro is definitely looking at our stats. Aggro is by far the most popular type of archetype. Almost one third of all the decks that have been submitted in this season completely have been aggro decks.
So yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 11 decks are aggro decks with then mid-range and a couple of lingerers in one tempo and one combo.
Hmm. So it's a fairly proactive meta.
Yeah,
And speaking of proactive, we see an Eidolon of the Great Revel countered. Spell has to be one of the best ways to deal with that card.
yeah, for sure.
Nice, clean mana advantage and not even taking 2 damage.
And only taking a single damage a turn from the Lavamancer, but here comes the
Metal
pomp
4.
spells.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I wanted to just remind people that they can type in chat !! next poll, which right now, to find the poll for next week and sign up there if they are so inclined.
and
I just updated the command with the right poll, so Go ahead.
This is going to be backbreaking. Loading has completely flooded at this point with a 4th land, and he's about to lose the last bit of resource he has available. I mean,
Grim
just
Lavamancer can be
knows.
useful for using extra last bits of mana, but not when it's the only thing you have going on, and certainly not after it gets
Yeah.
killed by Liliana. So, is there anything that can get loading back into this, or would you say it's over?
Yeah, he has some. Loading has some definite outs. 2 seconds. In the 4 to 5 CMC area, Experimental Frenzy. He's running Experimental Frenzy, and at this stage in the game, that would be enough, I think.
I mean, Experimental Frenzy is enough basically always. It's just the card is nuts.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Arakasi has a free counter spell in Force of Negation. Like, all of Loading's best answers at this point are non-creature spells. And so the best he can do that's a creature is either Rampaging Ferocidon or Bone Crusher Giant.
Okay. So, loading's not playing any Hell Riders or similar.
Nope. He's very much low to the ground with 37 1-drops.
Wow,
That's a healthy number.
That's a large number of 1-drops.
So yeah.
Unfortunately, we can see the runaway Steamkin stuck in their hand.
Yeah, and unable to really leverage it. He could have played it this turn and then the Seal of Fire.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting, but seems they went for something else.
And now shucking the Lily. Weird, huh?
Yes, I'd have thought that an ideal opportunity to double spell with the Steamkin to keep it out of Liliana range, but
Yeah, and it wouldn't have any power with an optic, but it would
eventually.
at least be there for next turn to take up again with another red spell and a Castle Embereth. Certainly.
yeah.
But,
Still hitting their land drops for loading, which is really not what they want to do. Do you know how many lands they're running?
Oh, yeah. I think it's 32. 2 seconds. Lands. No, 29.
29. That's very lean.
29 plus a Mox and a Black Lotus. So,
Lotus plan.
I would say 31, 32 equivalent. With a Chrome Mox, a Mox Ruby, and a Black Lotus. Of course, Loading hasn't had his Lotus any of these games, and really haven't been able to any large degree use his fastest capabilities.
Yeah, we haven't seen them draw any points, have we?
Yeah.
Or did we see a Chrome Mox?
Chrome Mox
I
is
don't
the
think
points
so.
still.
Oh, yes. Acceleration then. We have seen the Sulfuric Vortex get countered by Force of Negation.
Oh,
It's
and
a good hit.
this is not good. This Ancestral Vision coming off cooldown, basically, finally refilling Arakasi's hand.
Yeah, but
What
it
do
was
we
like a
have here?
billion lands. So
Yeah,
Well, with their Terramander, they do have a means of spending lots of mana.
yeah,
true.
and even not that much mana anymore.
No, I can see 5 instants and sorceries in their graveyard.
Yeah, so
1, 2,
I
3, 4. Yeah, there are
I
5.
I was unsure whether he was going to go for it, just because if I was in that position, I would very much want to keep the force up. But seems like he's going for just tap out, get enough power on the table that
Hmm.
he can't win, even if he does draw whatever. But he is in price of progress range, isn't he? Oh no, he's one off.
No, he is. Oh, no, so you're right. 1 off. Yeah, and if you put Price of Progress as your opponent's only out, and you can still keep yourself out of range of it whilst adding to the board, that seems like a decent way to go about things.
And the Liliana just takes it because
Well,
Arakasi knows he doesn't need it.
let's
He's
face
got
it.
enough flying power that he's won it.
Mm.
0 cards in hand. That's nothing else here. And just for the extra Robins animating the fairyland.
Well, why kill your opponent when you can overkill them?
Exactly.
And Arakasi takes it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put up a back game. In this case, it's gonna be. I am sorry. Evermist's bug control deck versus Mink's red black goblins deck, and do some updates.
Yeah. And we joined them
Hello.
in a favorable position for Evermist with a active Raska.
Yes, I'd say so.
And
The
2
munitions expert getting
pirates
countered.
on the board. A munitions expert getting countered. That's really not good for Mink. And Evermist wins the match. That was
we're
quick.
Evermist
Minx.
wins the match. What else do we got? We got Blahguy versus Gozmit still ongoing. So let's move to that.
That sounds like an aggressive matchup.
Blahguy is on just straight Rakdos aggro. Gozmit is on his
red deck wins.
mono red deck that crowned him season 3 champion. Gozmit. So you know, another player that has some past successes here in the 10-point series.
Indeed. I believe it was season 3 in which I had myself a 0% record against Gozmit. So I may be slightly interested in seeing his downfall.
I just want to see his downfall because he's on red.
It seems like both Aggro players have run each other into the ground with only 1 card in hand for Blahguy, 0 for Gozmit, and effectively equal in resources. And by that I mean 3
reanimates
mana
Judith.
sources. reanimating the Judith with what was that spell? Just
Reanimate.
plain old reanimate. Sure.
That's the one.
The deck plays fair reanimate. Hashtag fair reanimate.
This sort of game, yes. This sort of game where two aggro decks go up against each other and have a slow match is not that unusual when you think about the fact that they're both playing red, they've both got lots of cheap removal, and they're both highly motivated to remove their opponent's creatures.
Yeah, it's a little odd. Like, I've been playing a decent amount of Modern Burn, and you end up in these positions where sometimes you figure out, you look at your hand and you look at what your opponent is doing, and you figure out, wait, I am a control deck in this match.
Yeah. It be like that sometimes. It's one of the more important skills for Magic player to realize when you're in the aggro seat and when you're in the control seat, and that can change not just depending on who you're playing, but when in the match it is.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's just a little jarring to see a deck that is essentially built to be the aggressor in basically every matchup, right? Like, these
Yeah.
red decks are not built to be the control deck, so it's kind of funny when sometimes you're kind of shoved into that seat by circumstance.
Yeah. I get it, and like we see here, Volcanic Hammer usually going face to finalize a match, being used as a removal spell against the Queen. And by Queen I mean Judith, the Scourge Diva. And just keep on threats hitting the table from Blahguy's side and burn spells, removing them as fast as they come.
In this position,
This is magic.
even though Blahguy has a lower life total, I might think they've got the edge.
Low on
'cause
life.
I think Blahguy's top decks are gonna be a little bit more impactful on average, just because this deck is 2 colors, but we are gonna have to...
Yeah.
But it's definitely, like, it's pretty close to 50-50 on this position. I think that
Yeah.
Blahguy has a slight edge. But I think that, like, it's not... If Gozmit wins this game, I'm not gonna, like, be crazy surprised.
It's...
Yeah,
I
it's
could go either
just a
way.
matter of who draws, one fewer land than each other over the next 3 to 4 turns.
Gozmit draws something he doesn't play, so either a land or a creature removal spell.
Yeah, I would guess probably some sort of bolt.
But what creature removal spell would you use? Would you play that you wouldn't throw at your opponent when they're on 6 life?
I mean, I think actually, because I think I agree with his assessment. This is already 4 lands, so like if he throws 2 back-to-back burn spells, he's pretty like you don't want to get hit by this lightning skelemental under any circumstance. So you'd rather hold the bolt in your hand, so that if it needs to kill a creature, you kill it, and if it doesn't, you peel another creature and you peel another removal spell. You can cast both on the same turn, pretty much under any circumstance, right?
Especially if you know that Blahguy's deck is...
What does he have?
Incinerate. Oh, Incinerate goes
Incinerate, and he goes face. Well, that makes it... He has a lot of live top decks.
Yeah, it's true. They're still at 6 lives, so it's unlikely that unless there is like another ball lightning effect, he's gonna be dead.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, I think I like going Incinerate going face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are live for a it's Lightning Helix! It's Lightning Helix moment here, but it's not gonna be actual Lightning Helix because there are no white cards in Gozmit Heck, but
I'd be quite surprised to see Blahguy draw Smiting Helix.
You could draw the Black Lightning Helix, Sovereign's Bite.
Ah, yes, of course. Perfect for this matchup.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, Fiery
Confluence!
Finishes it off in
wins
style.
the match.
The Alex special.
Alrighty. So
Wait,
we
what? The last card in Blahguy's hand was a Bayou.
What?
I've
It's
played against
probably
Blahguy. I
it's
think
probably to activate that Red Shaman, if I had to guess.
yeah.
Correct.
Ah,
Like, there is no reason not to play Bio over one spawn.
yeah.
Alright, so that was it for round 1. Let me put in the results. While I do that, if people want to talk about their match to fill the air while I pair the next round, then let us know if anything particularly exciting happened. That would be super
Because
awesome.
our present progress is really get bad against 4 mountains.
Yeah.
I'm scared of all these red decks still.
Classic
There's a lot
Goblin.
of 'em.
Join us, Arakasi.
There's only so many red decks I can beat.
This is literally just the little white girl on the sofa meme and all the red deck players
Oh
in the
my god.
background. That's exactly what this is.
Except
Oh,
I'm not as enthusiastic about it, I don't feel.
I'm just waiting for somebody to sleeve up, band blink, and gain 1,000,000 life and laugh.
They don't gain a million life.
Against
Usually it's about 30 and then I concede.
Well, that's why you run Rampaging Frost on Fury attacks.
But it's not a goblin.
Look,
How am I
I've
supposed to run
beaten
it?
the fucking. I've beaten that. You just gotta draw like Runaway Steamkin and Skullcrap.
Oh,
So
Easy.
is Blahguy? Does Blahguy have access to a mic?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, no, it's just that you have the buy for next round. So I was going to see if you wanted to jump in the booth to help with commentary, but if you don't want to, that's fine.
I could, but I would not feel comfortable. I'm still kind of new to the format in general.
All right. I mean, if you don't feel like it, that's perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, thanks for the offer, though. Sorry.
No problem. All right, so we have pairings going on. Let me just post them.
All right, I get to play Magic.
I'm thinking about Evermist versus Bailite.
Oh yeah, let's watch some Bailite action. I'm down for that.
Some mid-range versus control.
I'm super okay with this scenario. What am I trying to do? All right, hangouts. All right, I'm gonna be setting up. As usual, I'm gonna be setting up hand cams. You can feel the air while I do that.
Yeah.
And feel the air means talk while I'm not talking.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The people have
Sorry.
left the channel, so we can talk about the matchup and like. This is because of the prevalence of the Aggro deck today. As soon as I saw we were going to have control versus mid-range, I was like, yes, that one. We can get a match which isn't over in 5 minutes.
I do like matches that
So, Evermist is on Bog control, Sultai control, and Bailite is on Abzan mid-range. We are quite familiar with both lists at this point. Evermist, I don't think, brought this list last time, but I have seen them use it before, or something similar, if I recall correctly, at least.
Yeah, it's definitely a list I've seen before. I don't know. You know, I don't know if
They-
they. I
they
don't
have
remember if they
some-
were here
some-
last week, but
They have some new fun stuff. Erebus Intervention
oh,
is
that's a spicy
a
one.
new card, which is both graveyard hate and removal and life gain.
Okay.
Um,
Evermist hasn't. Okay, give me a second.
Nice instant. for
Evermist, can you hear me? Oh no, you can't hear me because you're not in this call. Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna have to like go yell at Evermist so that because I don't have their hand. So that's fine.
Bailite versus Evermist has already started. Have they been told
I know.
their-
We have Bailite's hand, but we don't have Evermist's. Don't worry.
Okay. Okay. I will. Bailite is going second, it seems, and has found a Tide Hollow Sculler, which is like probably one of the better things for Bailite to start out with, giving him some insight to what to play around, and taking the Ashiok foil, no less. That's not something you see every day on Midgo. Evermist passes back. No spell. I assume they have some kind of counter spell in hand. And so maybe Bailite's just gonna pass it back, or they're gonna offer something to get countered, so that at some point they might be able to get something actually through. Oh, Void Slime. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Counter target spell, activated ability, or triggered ability.
Yeah, it's disallow, but with a more restricted mana cost.
Yeah. Sure. Like, people play disallow. Why
I
not
would argue
play?
that disallow is the best cancel variant that we have right now, right?
Yeah. I'm not gonna disagree with that.
A cancel variant being a spell that hard counters a spell and costs blue and some other sort of mana and one other mana of some sort. That's
Yeah.
my definition. So like Counterflux is a cancel, but Thassa's Intervention is not a cancel.
Counterflux?
Yeah,
Does Counterflux? That's the blue-red one.
That's a
isn't
blue
it?
red.
Yeah. Okay.
Like I would count Absorb as a cancel variant. Right?
Okay, I see we get going loose with the definitions.
I think if it costs two blue mana and some other sort of mana, whether it's colored or colorless, and if it hard counters a spell, it is a cancel. That is my definition.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
I can see that. Geralt's verdict. What's he gonna do? It would be
Okay. I'm gonna quickly
Big
go yell at them
turnaround.
in their own voice chat. Give me a second. Ooh, cryptic command.
cryptic, counter, draw, sure.
I need Evermist to answer my call on Hangouts so that I can show their hand. Otherwise, I can't do that. Thank you very much. Sorry about this. And I'm back. Sorry. I went
Yeah.
to yell at Evermist.
If you wanted me to yell at them, I could do so through the magic like the MTGO in-game chat.
Oh, to the in-game chat? Yeah. I also probably actually.
Well, and once she set that up, be sure to include me also, will you?
Yeah. Oh, I need to include you with Bailite also. Which I haven't got. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. I see that they're not taking game actions anymore, so I'm assuming that Evermist had my... Like, he's trying to figure things out now. Luca, are you still around?
Yeah, I'm still here, but nothing's happening. Like,
Okay. Yeah, no. Okay, Evermist. Let me do these. Okay.
and we're not getting
Invite
pinged,
people,
right?
copy link,
Oh, Evermist
share.
has written to us.
Yeah, I've seen that. I'm gonna try joining from here. Let's see if that works.
That should do the trick usually does.
And you that link also should let you join. So
This
I'm sorry about this.
if we ever go big with 10th point, we need to get some kind of different software because Google Hangouts is not a well written piece of software.
I mean, I think the Google Hangouts has been working fine. It takes a little bit to get used to. I think if we ever go big, what we do is make sure that people know how things work beforehand. And we have the other call. Okay. Have your hand. All right. Stuff should be happening now. So success.
Quick include links.
Yes. Oh, you can just click the link that I put in chat, right?
Oh, sure. Of course.
Fuck.
Oh, they have not muted themselves. 2 seconds.
I don't know that I muted myself.
Oh,
either,
no,
so.
they have. Okay, fine. It was just... no. Evermist has not. Evermist, you have not muted yourself in the Hangouts call. Okay, so now we can see everything. And oh my god, is that a Conti? That is gonna get through. No blue cards to pitch to force a will for Evermist, and that is gonna be so much value. Like, that Leovold is probably gonna be a nightmare for Evermist to deal with. And that is indeed what he takes. Godless Shrine untapped, no cards are castable, no reason to do anything. Probably gonna see some end of turn exiling from Evermist, and then it's all. That is just play land and pass, and then keep up the hardcast Force of Will. Probably gonna eat either the Murderous Rider or the Leovold. Won't be surprised if it gets countered here, because of course if you counter a adventure, don't exile the creature to cast it later. So it's effectively a 2-for-1, except the Murderous Rider is already a 2-for-1, so it's kind of a 1-for-1 or 2-for-2. It gets complicated at those stages where multiple cards get multiple card value evaluations. But regardless, we're gonna see a trade here. Interesting.
I mean, Gaunt is gonna trade for something at some point, right?
Yeah.
That Leovold looks like it's gonna be a pain, though.
Yeah. That,
for
considering Evermist already has nothing in hand or on the board, like the closest thing Evermist has is their manland, and even that isn't looking as good as
What is
soon.
under the Tidehollow called?
The Tidehollow Scholar, that's a Splashiarch, the good old 3-mana Ashiarch.
Smashiok.
I thought that one was the Splashiarch, but whatever. Smashiarch if you want.
I mean, it can be either or, right?
Either
I think I would
or.
be happier splashing the newer Ashiok than the older Ashiok, I guess. So, like, maybe that's Splashiok.
I don't know. I've always heard the old one referred to as Splashiarch.
Well, the old one was also the only one for the longest time, to be fair.
Yeah, and now we have to differentiate them. But if that means we have to change the name, that gets iffy. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It gets weird.
The pointy arrow of winning is pointing squarely at
solidly in Bailite's hand, in Bailite's direction. Yeah. These.
I believe the old one was called Splashiok because you'd always splash forward and draw.
Yeah,
It just mills your
but
opponent to death.
that's my point, right? I think that you're more likely to splash the new one than the old one. There are more ways to splash in the current format, for once, and B, it's a more impactful spell, I think, in the late game, which is what you want out of a splash guy.
Yeah, but Red Mage, the problem with that kind of thinking is that I'm not going to splash for the new Ashiok because she's not in any of the cubes.
that is fair. Also, they are not, I believe. So this gets interesting because Drowning the Lock can kill the Leovold, and I don't.
Sure can.
We're probably not gonna see a Caracas activation to save it, because then it would go to Evermist's hand.
Yeah. Though didn't fire it off end of turn. That's
Ooh. Wilderness Reclamation is a head that is normally pretty good, but not you need a full hand to make it work.
I can see why not firing it off is the play.
Yeah, there is an
Yeah.
argument to kill the Tide Hollow Scholar so that you unlock your Ashek, it gives you something to do, but then you still have to contend with the stupid Leovold. And
Yeah,
Yeah, and the ooze,
weird
which is just getting
time
huge.
for Bailite to start exiling the graveyard. Like, I would, at the very least, let Wilderness Reclamation resolve, and then wait to see what they do with it.
I want to give a shout out to Pronoun, which is this is his this is their I'll check. But yeah, it's the first time they sign up for the 10th point, and they won their first round, and we're probably gonna see them in the finals. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, their artifact deck just crushed me. It's very
Nice.
aggressive.
They're on Workshop Weenies.
Yeah. The Weenies got up to like 8/8s and
That is a hell of a weenie.
yes. I'm like, I have a go for the throat against artifact creatures. Cool. Cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Good.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna have 3 players at 6 points, so we're gonna have to see if Pronoun ends up in the actual finals or is the pair down. But if they, I should figure out. If they do end up being in the finals, I should probably figure out hangouts with them. So I'll leave you guys to the discussion while I quickly set it up.
Oh,
Castle Lockthwain is a very,
interest-
very good draw.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
fantastic.
Can't activate it on their turn because of the Leovold, but on Bailite's
Yeah,
turn.
okay, sure, but
Oh, there it goes already. Yeah, not
Vindicate
surprised that
getting
it's a
fired
Vindicate.
off. But still, it's a redraw that gets the Vindicate out of the hand of Bailite, so
Yeah,
that's,
it means this Lumbering Falls isn't eating it, which means Bailite's gonna have a hard time attacking.
yeah.
Fauna Shaman is a scary one if Bailite draws another creature.
Yeah. And unfortunate that none of those 2 draws hit anything relevant at all.
Yeah, hitting the lands is not great.
But at the same time, Bailite has a good position, but really doesn't have a way to
Attack through the Lumbering Falls.
attack in any way or progress the board.
Yeah, so
until-
that means this Wilderness Reclamation can get very good potentially in the future with a big draw spell or
Yeah,
something.
but like Evermist also keeps drawing lands. That this is a good old-fashioned board stall and top deck war, and that's what can break it.
So I would say
it's a top
Evermist's,
deck board, but one
top
of the
deck-
players has a board, right? Like it's not quite a top deck board.
I
Well,
would
it
say
still is.
it
I was going to say Bailite's top decks are better because of this Fauna Shaman, but Evermist, like I said, with a big draw spell, could easily just come right back in.
saying that Evermist doesn't have a board, I think, is not quite right. If Evermist doesn't have a board, then this 7/8 power would be crashing through every turn.
Yeah, Lumbering Falls and Wilderness Reclamation are sort of a board. And
Fair.
the lands themselves, like, that's a lot of mana if he can ever get anything to do with it, or if they can ever get anything to do with it.
Oh, that's
It's,
probably just gonna do it though.
It's a way to slam through that board.
Yep.
What did the Drown in the Log do, by the way? I wasn't paying attention at that point. What got hit by it?
I believe the ooze got hit by it.
The what?
Scavenging ooze.
Oh, the ooze. Okay.
Yeah. The Scoos was the only thing that could be targeted because Evermist didn't use it end of turn while Bailite was primarily tapped out of green mana. When he had the availability of all the green mana, he could have eaten his own graveyard to make the Drown in the Lock ineffective. And so it had to target the only thing that would still be valid target even if the entire graveyard... No, even if the graveyard was eaten as much as it could, which was the Scoos.
Is this still game 1, by the way? No. Oh.
I don't know.
No, well,
Yeah?
but it's not game 1 now.
No, but
Bailite
I
won, I'm
think,
assuming, right?
yeah, that was the end of game 1, I think.
So just based on hands here, I'm liking Bailite's position. This Plague Engineers could be pretty good if this Mana Gorger Hydra just gets resolved on 3.
Yeah.
Oh, and Liliana as well. That's also pretty good against the George.
George!
It gets resolved first.
Yeah.
I love George.
Worth noting, can't be cast yet. Not enough black mana.
So, do you lead with Scoos or Winding Way?
Because they drew the 3rd land, I would say Scoos is more likely.
Yeah.
Just to get pressure on the board.
You can always Winding
I
Way
haven't
later.
turned out the MTGO sounds. Let me fix that real quick.
Yep, here we see the end of turn impulse, probably getting the 2nd black source, sorry. I'd be surprised if they played Plague Engineer naming Ooze, but it could happen just because it's a death-touching thing that blocks the Ooze. If the black source doesn't show itself.
Huh. I would not have thought that they'd go for the duress. But they
haven't gone for the duress yet, have they?
No, but they picked it with the impulse.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not sure what else they were looking at.
Okay, I can see that. The rest of the spells were a bit later in the game type stuff.
Yeah. Well, I guess we see the 2nd black source anyway, and Liliana gets to come down and blank this ooze for a little bit.
Then next turn, perhaps we could see a Plague Engineer in, and then down tick from Liliana will actually get rid of the Scoos unless we can get a creature in the graveyard.
That is a possible line, yes. We're going to see it probably in Nissa here from Bailite.
Yeah,
which means
it's also
maybe
possible that exact same line, but for Nissa, will play out. It depends on what Evermist values more.
I think Evermist might value getting out of God Eternal. Oh, after playing the duress, that's probably smart. This gets rid of the removal.
Play the Arch and then the.
Not surprisingly, Abrupt Decay because it kills the Liliana. Can't have that happening.
Yeah.
Just having Planeswalker on the board is too much value. And we do see the Plague Engineer one.
Names
Names
Elf
Fix
for
on this one.
Nissa, and then finishes off. Okay.
Yep, and now there's just a Death Toucher on the board for this ooze, which blanks it, which is very nice. And Liliana's a huge threat to deal with for Bailite.
Yep.
So Bailite does have the extra land, so I could see just a Vengevine and attack with both to force some loyalty off Liliana, get some pressure.
Sure.
Fatal Push is a really good draw as well. That gets rid of... No, it doesn't get rid of the Plague Engineer because you would have to enable Bolt, which Bailite does not have.
Oh, hey, it's George.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
George
George
comes
into
out
Path,
and then
that's a very good
swords
line. Yep.
and swing against Lily, possibly.
Yep, that's the way we see
Yep.
it.
That's what happening.
Quite a good line, and now George is a very real threat.
So, in this situation, do you take up or down?
Because you have no creatures in graveyard, you probably take up. I don't...
And it only your own graveyard?
Liliana survives another turn if you tick up.
Yeah.
and-
From your graveyard to your hand.
Well, I mean,
sure.
you get this God Eternal, right? So from Evermist perspective, you got a God Eternal. That's pretty good to stall out the attacks. You get to keep ticking up on the Liliana and keep it a threat, which I think is quite important. Although, looks like they might be going for the Ashiok, which would be strange to me against two creatures, one of which is a Mana George. Alright, we see the Ashiok coming now. It's possible they're playing around the Fatal Push, but, I mean, they don't have a way to enable Fatal Push, so... And this just means your Planeswalkers die to Vengevine, so I'm not a big fan of the line.
Yeah, they know of the Vengevine too. They don't know of the Fatal Push. So
yeah, I'm not sure what that line was. Probably not a very good one. And as expected, we get to see Planeswalker deicide here. I think one survives. Yeah, one survives. Probably just Ashiok, yeah, on one counter. Eternal Witness is not too bad. Could get back a Planeswalker at some point in this game, although the pressure on the board is scary. Mana Gorge is getting huge.
Yeah.
Really need a kill spell for it, and then following that we'll need a kill spell for the use. Because that will start to get big at some point.
Although George still can't swing past Kefnet quite yet.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I said you just need that removal spell. I mean, if Kefnet comes down and
then George can swing past Kefnet.
Like that would be game changing. So I really would have liked to see the Kefnet come down a turn sooner.
Yeah.
What do you all think of Regrowth Fetch to play Ashiok and
Evermist
Sanctuary?
Yeah. Like not many ways out of this one.
George,
yeah, I'm just not sure. Like I still feel like Kefnet getting a removal spell was a way out of that. I'm not sure. I think that might have been a bit of an early scoop there.
Minchok Dublin in chat is asking, what do we think of the line of casting Regrowth to fetch, casting Regrowth to get the fetch, to play Ashiok, and then set up Mystic Sanctuary on the following turn.
Yeah,
so
I think that's just sort of a value line where you're dying against a bunch of creatures, one of which is a Mana Gorge. So I don't think that's probably the best at this point in the game.
Mana Gorge is just so big.
Yeah, it just gets, and the more value lines you take like that, the bigger it gets.
Yeah, the bigger it gets.
I just would have liked to see the Kefnet slam down the turn that Ashiok was played, and hoping for sort of a removal spell on top at some point.
Alright, we are having we're done with this round. That was the match.
That was it, and Bailite won it in.
Bailite 1-2-0. We have our final
sure.
round all paired and ready to go. And yeah, it's exciting. Let me pause the round and see where that goes. So we're gonna have Pronoun versus Gozmit. The Gozmit is the finals.
Nice.
The feature is what I mean. Okay, yeah. We're gonna have things all ready to go in a second, and yeah, it's exciting. We're all ready to go. And by all ready to go, I mean that I need to actually get the hangouts. Loading. You have the buy. So if you want to join into the booth for this round, you're more than welcome to. Even if you don't want to move it.
I would be honored. I've got so many hot takes.
That's what I like hearing. Okay.
Nice.
Alright, new conversation. Alright, so I'll do these. And also a note to our players to mute yourself at the Hangouts call when that's just. And yeah, I have one player's screen. I'm gonna call Gozmit real quick.
That looks to be our new. That looks to be pronouns.
Yeah, that's Pronoun. You're
Pronoun,
getting
please
invited to the
mute
Gozmit
yourself
screen too.
in the.
Hey Gozmit,
Hangouts
how's it
call.
going? Fine. I'm in the screen share or whatever. Do you want to create the room or shall I? Alright, good luck, have fun.
I think he can't hear us. 2 seconds.
Pronoun, can you mute yourself in the Hangouts call, please?
Oh, of course. Sorry.
Thank you. Alright, we took care of that. So let's take care of these. Gozmit versus the Pronoun. Watch el game.
That is a good hand for Gozmit. Jackal Pop turn 1 on the play into turn 2, Burning Tree, Emissary, Carry Serve, and the burn spells to deal with anything problematic. And we also have quite a good quick setup on the opposite side, but I don't think it's gonna be quick enough.
Yeah, I mean, when the red deck goes fast, it goes fast. It's not.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it does. At the risk of being.
We need to tell that they need to start.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey,
they can start. I will just. Yeah. Can you just drop by?
I have said that they can start.
Yeah. And we lost the hand cam, but we'll get it back in a second.
You can just go ahead now.
No, one of them isn't muted.
Yep, send that. And Makes sense.
All right, I got their hands up.
Oh, I can also just make you. I can also just join. Have you join the hand cam calls so that
Oh.
you don't.
Oh,
have
that'd be
any-
great.
I'll do that in a second though. Let me.
Yeah,
fix
no,
this
you're
and
good.
then, yeah.
But exactly, no big surprise. Turn 1 Jackal Pop. But what will the pronoun do? No Mox Opal on turn 1. I kinda understand that, but at the same time, I'd have thought he wanted to just ramp out his Ethereum sculptor.
I mean, could he turn on Metalcraft on turn 1?
What?
Was he able to turn on Metalcraft on turn 1? Oh,
Yeah,
he was. Yeah.
If
How?
oh wait,
No, he-
wrong Mox. I thought it was the Mox that exiled the thing.
No, that's Chrome
No.
Mox. Yeah, Mox Opal is the
Okay, yeah,
Metalcraft.
he wasn't able. I understand now. Wrong Mox.
Too many Moxen.
Too many.
Even Mox Tantalite, which is one of the worst pieces of garbage we have ever seen.
I'm sorry.
It's
What's
barely a
Mox?
Mox.
What?
I need to look up this Mox.
Mox Tantalite?
Yeah,
It
I've
is
never
not
heard of this
good.
card. Oh, this is the suspend one.
Yes.
Yeah,
I-
that's just not good.
It's not
Yeah.
great.
So what we're seeing here is a block, was it? And then using the welding jar to regenerate.
I'm not sure how I feel about that play.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Alright, loading. I invited you to the hangout calls with the hands and stuff. So
What is the last thing in his hand? That's is that a scrap trawler? I think it's a scrap trawler. I can't quite see on my screen.
it is in fact a scrap trawler.
Have we lost the hand of?
We've lost the hands of both. It happens when a new player joins the call. I'll fix that in a second. Sorry.
I
alright.
still have the hand of
Oh
Pronoun.
yeah, the scrap trawler is still there. You're right.
And we are back. Yeah, I can see both players' hands again. Everything is great.
Everything is fine.
As is
And
tradition.
especially everything is fine for Gozmit, which is attacking for quite a lot this turn.
Gozmit has, well, I mean, they still overseer that, like, there's a lot of blocks that go the Pronoun's way thanks to the Steel Overseer, though, right? Like,
With this Rimrock Knight.
yeah, the Rimrock Knight throws a little bit of a spanner in the branches, but, like, the Saiyan block. Oh no, the Sai gets mowed down by Rimrock. Okay, never mind. So activate Blink Moth Nexus. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to block here, and it's gonna be interesting to see which one he opts for, but I don't think any of them.
That's what he's going for? Okay, he's just going for damage to face.
Well,
because
I mean, he has 6 points of damage in hand, so...
Yeah, that's just... I was going to be, like, tricky and, like, all up in his creatures, but no, you can just
You
kill
just kill
him.
them. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
he has this lethal searing spear in hand.
I mean, sometimes lethal is just lethal.
Yeah. I have been told once or twice to just stop to stop trying to be fancy and just kill my opponent.
Yeah, it's like fire the
Yeah.
stupid searing spear. That one card in hand.
I mean, in Burn 2 especially, it can be very simple to miss
Oh,
those.
Gozmit is typing bad puns in chat.
What? No.
How dare you refer to those as puns? I see only top quality material.
Oh. So, another shot at it, and now the pronoun is on the play. But he can't. Surely he can't keep this, can he?
He did. All right, let's try to see this line here.
Okay, so Ackbound, Worker, and
So yeah, and Mendite, Shakir, Fountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
like
it certainly
that's
gets.
2 1/1s. That doesn't do much.
Yeah. I wonder if he's trying to bank on a land for Trinket Mage.
He's thinking about putting Porcelain under the bus, but no. No, that's not it.
To be fair, Personal Legionary is a hell of a blocker.
Porcelain Legionnaire is a fairly good card in this.
Turns out, a 2-mana 3/1 first strike. Good.
Why does it have first strike? I don't understand.
It's an excellent question.
Huh.
You kill the Mennonite here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like that way you leave your opponent with 1 instead of a 2/2. It's pretty easy.
Yeah, but I mean, the modular could come in later.
Yeah, he actually wants to kill the modular to not put it on a more relevant creature. That's
Mishra's
what
Workshop.
That's
Well, he
that's
got there.
not
Well,
bad.
Well, he almost he might get there, I should say.
With this, with that one draw, that's quite good. But he's still up against a lot. So let's see what. Okay. Just draw all the mana. That's a way to do it.
Turns out mana is important.
No.
Oh, what's he grabbing here? Yeah. Shadow Spear just kills people.
Yeah, it does.
Shadow Spear, more importantly, gives the creatures lifelink, which is gonna be pretty huge in a matchup like this.
Yes.
Extremely relevant, yeah.
Yeah, Gozmit is just like, no, I don't want to deal with any of that nonsense.
That was a hell of a draw. Sequence of draws, even.
Dubious hand right into Workshop.
Yeah. Like, you Workshop into Ancient Tomb.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, why be good if you can be lucky?
Mm-hmm, for sure.
Though I assume, given that Pronoun is in the finals, he has his fair share of both.
What do you think of Gozmit's hand here?
I ain't keeping his hand so hard against a Weenies opponent. You just draw a mountain and you're super set. The Gitu Lava Runner, like, The Brute Force can help turn the Gitulava Runner on. You have a Firebolt for their first play, even if you don't throw land for their buy. And the Searing Blood seems so good against them.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a lot of removal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but the capability of removing one of their creatures and... oh, never punished.
Always have it. Never
Yeah.
didn't have it.
At no point it was not had. I'm just fighting off the Searing Blood. No? Okay. Like, I'm honestly down to Searing Blood literally anything.
Okay. Waiting
Well,
on the
he's gonna
Searing.
get rewarded because now he gets a Searing Blood, the Steel Overseer, but...
Nice.
Which is
That's-
significantly better
That's
target.
gotta hurt.
Yeah.
Like, in these creature matchups, these Searing effects are just so good.
For sure.
It's
now
just insane that you get to kill their creature
That's a lot
and
of
still
damage.
dome them for 3. Normally you have to peek. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Has to spin the top.
Now, do you put Spellskite on top or Scalding Tarn?
That's a hard choice.
Because if you Tarn, you get rid of your Spellskite. But he's also short on land.
do you need a
Yeah.
Spellskite? You don't need a Spellskite. Oh no, actually Spellskite is really good. Never mind. Yeah, you
Spellskite's fantastic right here.
take the Spellskite. Yeah, no, you're right.
He puts Spellkite third from the top, then
Really?
the Artificer, and then the land.
Well, if you put the
That's-
land on top, it doesn't matter as much what the other two heads, where the other two heads
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. And so, no artifact means bye-bye Glimmer Void, or what's it called?
Glimmer
it's Glimmer
Void.
Void.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Glimmer Post, which another card. More played in Legacy than in formats like ours.
Gonna drop a 3/3 menace here. No big deal.
Yeah, seems these.
Yeah.
And
And
yeah, the
that's-
Pronoun has had enough.
That's the final.
Gozmit still
That's
got it.
great.
Gozmit, we don't see him as much in these days as we did in Season 3, but he's still, when he does show up, he's still got it.
Yeah.
Season 3 champion Gozmit. We have Bailite versus Arakasi and Blahguy versus Moonwolf still going on. Oh, and also... No, yeah, that's finished. Which one do you want to take a look while we start wrapping things up?
There's a reason why Gozmit put his Pronoun as Season 3 winner, and it's not because he's bad at playing.
Do you want
That
to
and I
watch...
might be
do you
memeing a
want to
bit.
go to the... Which back table do you want to go to?
Let's see.
We have Bailite versus Arakasi or Blahguy versus Badwolf.
I think Arakasi versus Bailite, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, also
Yeah.
because
think
the
that's
other
a more
one just
interesting
finished,
matchup.
so never
I can
mind.
say, as someone who's played against Badwolf's deck quite a lot, we played like 3 best of 3 games, and Black Guy's on a very similar deck to me. I think that's gonna be a bit more boring matchup.
So,
gonna
we
defend it.
join in mid-race, and I'm gonna say Bailite is in a favorable position with an active tireless tracker and 2 clues, one of which he's just cracked. Otherwise, both players are very low on resources. 4 lands for Arakasi, 6 for Bailite. Arakasi is in the back foot on like 2-3 different ways here.
No, not quite. He does have an ancestral vision there. I'm not sure how much it is on. It is on 1 time counter, so that's next turn drawing 3. And a Snapcaster on what? Treasure Cruise, probably? Yeah, he's honestly not looking that bad.
Well, Treasure
Yeah,
Cruise.
okay,
maybe
he's not
What's
that
Limber?
bad,
Actually, maybe
but
it's
he's
Limber
not
that bad.
ahead, I would say.
Yeah, Treasure Cruise.
No, I agree he's not ahead, but I think I would put my odds, honestly, especially because Tracker on Arakasi here. I'll be honest.
Tracker is hard to deal with here, I think.
No, Dismember takes it out. Why does he not go for the Dismember? He really needs to take this Dismember here. Just kill off the Tracker. That's how he does it. He does it unless he has an answer in hand.
Yeah.
It's entirely possible he just didn't think of it.
I mean, he's got an ancestral recall to like fill up resources. Like that's not what you need right now. I mean, in his defense, he's fucking tired.
Hmm.
15 cards in X. Oh, Treasure Cruise twice. Gotcha.
Oh yeah, and like, Poison Borrow is not a clock that you should ignore, like, as a real clock.
Another clue
He'll
cracked.
raise the
Another
spirit if he
piece
kills
of
the Tracker.
advantage.
I think he might lose the game just in not killing that Tracker there, depending on like what the Bailite has.
Yeah.
Like, look at this. He's just getting clue after clue after clue.
If Bailite finds a removal spell in any of these clues, it's over.
Oh yeah, that's true. I like
Oh.
him isn't even removals, but that's still good. Interesting choice that he doesn't dig for a removal spell unless he's already got one. He
And
does
that
have that.
is-
Okay.
There's a decay, yeah.
Exactly.
Exact lethal.
Yeah,
Really?
What is he? Oh,
he's cracking a last clue.
exact
So-
lethal.
Okay.
2 ways in.
Unsummon.
Force of will.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And
my
that's
rock
the
decay.
last match, isn't
And
it?
that's the last match. And with that, by the way, Bailite joins Gozmit at 9 points. So we have a double winner this week.
Arakasi. I'm
We're
curious.
gonna have to
Have
get back
share.
tradition.
They're gonna have to
Oh, what was
share
that, sir?
the. I'm waiting for them to tell me if it was 2-0 or 2-1. But I am. Yeah, we're gonna have a joint win at the top this week. Bailite and Gozmit both managed to go 3-0. We're gonna 2-0. Okay.
Did someone ask me
And
something?
a minor correction to the score for Gosmit's game.
Yeah, that's right. It was 2-1 for the last game. I made a mistake. Oh, sorry for the second game.
Yeah. There was the Shadow Spear game. That
Yeah.
we shall refer to it as the Shadow Spear game.
Is
typical. It was
being
Tracker made
beaten
got
by
Shadow
Shadow
Spear.
Spear
So,
getting
actually,
sent to the Shadow Realm?
Alright.
the only one who got sent to the Shadow Realm was Wolf. After I was done with him. I defeated Wolf 2-0 quite quickly in the second round.
Huh?
Wait, no, that was the first round. Wait, I played against 4 different people.
Alright.
You're mumbling.
Now I
I
have to
can't
think
hear what
what's
you're
it.
saying.
Let's just.
No, never mind. I misremembered something. Sorry. I played
alright,
against
fella.
Wolf.
So, I want to again congratulate both Gozmit and Bailite for going 3-0 and winning the event. So, you're gonna have to share the.
Congratulations.
Share the win,
Thanks.
and try to both sit at the top of the podium there. We, as usual, a bit of a house cleaning at the end of the thing. Let me make the camera look a little better. Okay, there you go. So, you want to join this tournament for next week? It's open. You can join every week. We do keep track of things week to week to like lead to the season final. But if you want to just show up, you can join Canadian Highlander. We run every week, every Sunday, nominally at 1. We have had a couple of weeks of things starting late because of various reasons. But hopefully we get to get things on time again next week. I have you can. My recommendation, if you want to join us, is to join the Discord. You can type !Discord in Twitch chat, or if you're watching this on YouTube, there's gonna be a link in the description down below, and that's gonna get you to a place where people can help you both get a deck together if you need to, and give you instructions on how to join. Alternatively, !Next poll will get you to a link to the poll for next week, and just go there and join, and be ready to rumble when the push comes to shove. I want to again to congratulate everybody thank everybody for joining. We wouldn't be able to have this tournament without our lovely players. If you have been watching this event and you have been enjoying it, consider subscribing maybe. I do have plans to start maybe in the near future, trying to offer prizes in some way, shape or form. Not exactly sure how it works with Twitch and that sort of thing, so we'll see how that goes, but I would like to at least consider doing it at some point. So but that also requires us having access
non-stop runners.
I don't know.
Where the hell's my iron?
Somebody's talking in chat.
I might just have to buy my iron, to be honest.
I'm just gonna finish by saying, go raid Engineering. What is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is he streaming right now?
Yeah, exactly. Engineering. Yeah, so I'm gonna start the raid pretty soon, and we can go hang out and tell him.
I know that your grandma was killed.
Engineering stuff, I guess.
I also know you went looking for the person who killed your grandma.
Yeah.
And I think you didn't do it alone.
With that, I'm gonna close out the stream. Thanks everybody for watching. I will talk to you all next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.